Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we've known Games Workshop has been pretty tight with a lot of their IP and a lot of their intellectual property and protecting it. And Games Workshop's latest edition of that is 40k is, of course, Space Marine 2. We know that's coming out here very shortly, and it's a game that I am super actually excited for. Cannot wait to play it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. But there's some interesting things going on out there on the YouTube sphere, boys and girls, and their copyright claim system, because apparently Games Workshop is now copyrighting claiming 40k videos that are being critical of some of the responses that people have had out there on social media about the backlash when it comes to Space Marine 2. Now, it's one of them situations where we've seen the copyright system abused on YouTube before. Now, as to whether or not this is directly Games Workshop or some third party that's out there doing this on their behalf, we don't know, because as of right now, no statement has been made, and the copyright claim is still not only on the video, but this individual also also got a strike for it as well. And as anybody knows that's on YouTube, it's 3 strikes and you're out when it comes to copyright claim strikes, and it also prevents you from live streaming for a while. And that is absolutely insane. So I hope this was a mistake. I hope it's something that gets corrected, much like the Amazon situation did as well with the Rings of Power reaction videos. But at the end of the day, this shows you another major problem with the copyright claim system on YouTube and how it can easily be abused by people, nefarious actors out there trying to stop people from criticizing, commenting, or talking about something that they may disagree with. So we're going to check out this article from gotparkplace.com, getting all the juicy details, show you exactly what is going on with this and what we think is happening here. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, because boys and girls, we are growing, we are grinding, we are getting closer and closer to 1,200, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below whether or not you think this is a pattern from Games Workshop of copyright claiming people that are critical of their works out there, or do you think this is just another mistake out there that happens with a very overly easily abused copyright system? Let us know what you think about all of that down below. So from thatparkplace.com and our dear sweet John F. Trent, Games Workshop falsely copyright strikes Warhammer 40k critics who reported on woke activists trying to cancel Space Marine 2. Oh, color us shocked there. It's just another day ending in Y with a bunch of idiots out there on social media just trying to destroy something simply because they disagree with somebody involved with it. It's just so sickening at this point. Can't we just enjoy our Warhammer? Can't we just enjoy our video games? Can't we just enjoy our Games Workshop products? Why is that so hard to do? Why does everything, why does real world politics have to be interjected into absolutely everything? It's a game. It's a universe. It's an IP. Enjoy it. Love it for what it is. Stop trying to be weirdos out there bringing your real world politics into this nonsense. Games Workshop issued a false copyright strike against Warhammer 40k critic John Delarose, his YouTube channel, for a video where he had reported on woke activists trying to cancel Space Marine 2. Delarose, who is credited creating an alternate Warhammer 40k universe with his Overmind and the Hidden Emperor graphic novels — I'm always down for a good graphic novel, that could be fun — shared a screenshot of false copyright claim where he wrote, "Games Workshop copyright struck my video," which only showed reactions on X of people trying to cancel Space Marine 2 video game because a Russian programmer worked on it. I also showed their Twitter post reacting to a leaked version of the game. I had no video gameplay or anything in it. They're trying to move critics, spread the word. Now, obviously, when you look at the title of his video, you kind of might think something like that if somebody's just casually strolling across it, but this is not the first time we have seen this kind of stuff happen before in the past, and that's why it's a big issue, and that's why we did bring it up, and that's also why we don't give them the benefit of the doubt on any of this stuff, because we have seen this happen time and time again over the years for absolute nonsense. So as can be seen in the accompanying image, Delarose received a message from YouTube reading, "We received a copyright removal request for your video," which means somebody had to go in there and do this. It wasn't some automatic thing. It wasn't some like the bots catching something because of the wrong music or the wrong commercial or something like that. No, someone had to go in there and manually claim this, boys and girls. Based on an applicable copyright law, we removed your video from YouTube. It then lists the title of the video: Woke Warhammer 40k fans canceling Space Marine 2 after full video game leaks. Now, obviously, it's one of them situations where the full video game leaks might be an issue, and reveals that it was Games Workshop Limited who requested the entire video to be taken down. Now, this is one of them situations where you can see it right there, contact info for all of them, yada, 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 full video, content used, content removal request by Games Workshop Limited. So this might not be just one of their subsidiaries that they pass this stuff off to. But we've seen stuff like this happen before, where companies that are acting on behalf of Warner Brothers, is a prime example for that kind of stuff out there, have done this kind of stuff, falsely claiming it as well. So, furthermore, it reveals that Della Rosa has issued a copyright strike. Now, that's where the really big issue with this kind of stuff comes from, because as a guy that watches copyrighted material on my live streams all the time and doesn't monetize them for that very specific reason, I go back and edit this stuff and remove it all the time. And trust me, I've watched leaked stuff before on my live streams, and I haven't, Lord willing, right? Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I haven't got anything for that yet, but I also don't try to monetize these either. I just go and cut them out after the end to make sure that YouTube doesn't get too pissy about it. But this is one of the problems. To prevent that from happening, please don't upload videos containing copyrighted content you aren't allowed to use. And that's the problem here. There is no copyrighted content in any way, shape, or form in this video. It doesn't show any gameplay. It doesn't show any videos. There's no music. There's none of the kind of stuff that Games Workshop has actually produced. He's literally just being critical of it and showing obviously public social media posts out there. You can't copyright claim for that kind of stuff. While the message indicated in the video has been removed, one can still watch the video via its link. See that Della Rosa goes over his own coverage at Fandom Pulse and those numerous woke activists attempting to cancel the game due to a Russian developer having worked on it. And that's one of the things that makes it absolutely insane. And as you can see over here, now the video is still unavailable. It has now been proved. The video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Games Workshop Limited. So just in the time from when this article was published to when we're now talking about it and recording it, you guys are now seeing that this thing has actually been completely and totally removed, which once again is a false copyright claim here. There is no footage showing it right there. And once again, this is one of them situations where we talked about this with Amazon Prime has been doing this kind of thing, and eventually it did actually end up getting removed and reversed. And so right here is the reversal from the Amazon claim. We learned this morning we inadvertently claimed one of your video commentaries yesterday. In clearing the backlog of automated potential claims flagged by YouTube's fingerprinting system, we failed to release the claim on your video as a loud commentary / criticism. While we can confirm your video was never taken down or suppressed, we all know better. Everybody knows that a copyright claim automatically ends in suppression no matter what they try to tell you. It's simply not true. Anybody that can look at their algorithm on the back end knows this to be true. We apologize for the disruption. We'll put you on the allow list to prevent automated claiming on your channel going forward. But should something like this happen again, please feel free to reach out to me. And that's one of the things that's nice. If you're doing commentary on stuff like that, it's one of those situations where if they do have an allowed list, that's kind of nice to have. So that way these bots don't automatically grab us like what we've seen happen time and time again. Hey, can I get on that list, YouTube? That'd certainly be nice, because we do commentary. Why do you think we pause things? What do you guys think you have to go through and cut out so many sections? Because I constantly pause it because we're talking about it. Given Amazon quickly removed the copyright claim from Watson's YouTube channel, one can hope that Games Workshop will follow their suit, especially given the two are now working with each other to develop a Warhammer 40k film or television show. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens when December comes as far as all of that working out. But like I said, this is the problem with this. So check this out. It's one of them situations where this is really easy to help out with, right? Go to John Della Rosa's social media posts, retweet them, reshare them out there, tag YouTube in it, let this get the sunlight that it needs on it to get this fixed. Tag Games Workshop in it, but like, look, this is a situation where this is obviously not what is going on in this video. He's just being critical of it. He's just criticizing it, and he's not even calling out Games Workshop for it. He's literally going out there and talking about all of the weirdos on social media talking about this stuff, and just talking about Games Workshop's responses as well. This is something that is absolutely ridiculous. This is unreasonable, and this is also another one of the reasons why you should always be on alternative platforms. I don't care which one it is. There's a million of them out there, but have your stuff somewhere else and make sure that everybody else knows where to go. We use Rumble, and make sure you go follow us over there as well, because that's when it happens with this kind of nonsense, and this is a system that has been abused over and over again over the decades, and can easily cause somebody to lose not only their livelihood, but their entire be able to free speech and actually speak and criticize companies that deserve to be it. Games Workshop has given us a lot of things that we love, but in order to keep them knowing that the fans are unhappy or happy with particular products, we have to be able to speak our minds, we have to be able to voice our opinions, and we have to let them know what's working and what's not. We all want Games Workshop to be good and for the Warhammer 40k universe to be wonderful and something that we can all enjoy. And the only way you can do that is for everybody's voice and everybody's opinion to be heard. So Games Workshop, do better. Remove this false copyright strain from John L. DeRosa's channel, and let's get back to getting excited for Space Marine 2, because boys and girls, I cannot wait. Do better, Games Workshop, because at the end of the day, you'll get exactly what you deserve.